I look a mess.
Usually. Hey, what's up, y'all? This is the Will and Deshaun show. And I am Deshaun.
And it's Will.
What it do? What the business is?
What it do, Shawty?
But so we're here to talk about all type of stuff. What's up, Miss T? Miss T just showing. For y'all who don't know, we are on YouTube as well as Live Me.
We are.
So follow us on both. YouTube, Will and Deshaun show, as well as Deshaun Duran, as well as. Are you Best of Black on YouTube?
I am not Best of Black. I am actually. I'm every day of the weekend on on Instagram. I mean, no, on YouTube.
Okay, and then on Live Me, it's Deshaun Duran.
But if you want to follow me on Instagram, it's Best of Black and Best of Black Life.
Right, but So Will, what's going on? What's in the news?
So apparently, y'all girls going around fucking the trade and got killed. Okay.
That's so
y'all need to leave the trade to go. I mean, really let's just get on right into it. Let me just dive right on into it. Okay, so let me, in all seriousness,
forever angels.
So let me get into it. So a guy named Adrienne Ward was shot and killed by a guy named Devonte Garrison.
Okay.
So
rest in peace.
Rest in peace,
Heavenly
Adrienne.
Hey.
So Adrienne met Devonte, the trade. Devonte is the trade. Adrienne is a gay guy.
Glowing.
He met
Shade 023.
Guys, for who everybody gonna be on YouTube, we're on this app called, what is it, Deshaun?
Live Me. I just said this.
I had to say it again because a lot of people are gonna wonder why you're just talking to random.
I'm giving shout outs
on the thing. But anyway, back to the matter at hand.
So a guy met a guy up there and he got killed because the guy robbed him and killed him, basically.
So that's what happened. So Adrienne met Devonte off this app called Tagged.
Jordan.
And this is all in Houston, Texas, by the way. And it was like at 2:30 in the morning, so apparently they was filling.
I remember Tagged. Tag is still out. I remember Tagged.
So apparently Tagged is actually still out, and people are actually still on it, which is kind of weird to me. But we've seen numerous cases of this happening. Excuse me.
Feel free to share the broadcast, spam, all of that good stuff. Leave emojis.
Can we get to the regular podcast?
Go ahead.
Before you talk to these other people? Because you've been real rude.
Other people, they are a part of us too.
We need to get the podcast done.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. So, they met each other 2:30 in the morning. He went to go pick up Devonte, the trade, and he ended up being robbed and killed by him. So he ended up he went to the boy's house, and in the car, Devonte ended up robbing Adrienne, and he shot him. He shot him in the car. I guess they was basically driving, and he shot him in the car, and the car flipped over.
Oh my gosh!
And he's ran into someone's patio. So, and also the authorities are saying that he also got out of the car and fired more shots at the man.
What the fuck is wrong with him?
So apparently he said he hate gays. And he lured Adrienne in
just to kill
and robbed and killed him because he hated gays so much. So
that's crazy.
Let's expound on that.
Okay.
So basically, the trade was a self-hating gay.
Yeah, I feel like there was some mental issues.
Oh, absolutely. And by the way, he's 22 years old.
Oh wow, so young.
And Devonte is 22, and Adrienne was in his 30s.
Adrienne is the guy who killed him?
Adrienne is the guy who died. Devonte is the one who's the trade.
So young, crazy guy.
Yes. And when you look at him, for all the people, if you guys go out and Google it, go Google the story, Devonte looks like the trade. He's a light brown skinned young guy. He got tattoos all over his neck, all over his face. And, some of you gay girls, y'all love, that kind of a guy. And y'all like to run towards those kind of guys and people. And it's so funny. It reminded me of one of my friends, and I told him I was going to send that story to him because I'll say, see, this is what you like. Instead of you liking
Ellen, Happy Bear, Nick, Awesome, Ellen, Do It Now. What up, y'all?
So, this podcast is going to be all over the place when we listen to it back. Mm-hmm. But just be careful of who you guys are hooking up with off apps and off the internet.
Right. You know, I think it's a very, very sad situation because I know a lot of gay guys, that's the main way they hook up and meet guys is through the app. So when you hear someone die through a freaking app, like, it's really frustrating and sad. And, you know, I think we all need to have like rules to go by when we're meeting people offline. Like, but at the same time, I don't know what him and this guy rapport was, so I don't want to be like, he just met him, he just met this guy.
It's 2:30 in the morning. What you think the rapport was?
Have they met before? Was it their first time?
It was the first time meeting, allegedly.
So yeah, it's just a sad situation. And far as the guy who killed him, it sounds like some mental illness. But, not as an excuse, but it does sound like you crazy.
Think about it now.
On your own.
If you hate gays now, you gonna have real fun in jail because they finna get all that booty or dick.
Right. So
you finna be in it for a rude awakening because they finna rape you.
I don't know.
Or give it up willingly.
I don't know what's going on, but it's a really sad situation that in this day and age, you don't have to agree with the lifestyle, but you don't have to kill someone because they're a part of the lifestyle.
Right.
Like, just, if you hate gays, leave them alone. Like, why you on Jack then you hate gays?
But people do it.
Right.
Okay, so I'm going to say this.
Was he on Jack to Grindr?
This was Tag.
Whatever he was
the
on.
App Tag. Was he was on.
Why you talking to gay guys?
But this is not the first time this incident has happened. It has happened off Grindr. It has happened off Jack. It has happened off Adam for Adam. I remember long before Jack and Grindr were around, that when it was just Adam, and I remember a coworker of mine who worked in the same hospital as me. I didn't know him like personally, but I knew of him. He got killed off Adam.
Oh my God!
Mm-hmm.
What happened?
Basically, he got by the fact. And his mom was home when he got killed. He met this guy off Adam, and they end up hooking up, and the guy killed him. Ended up killing him.
Why did he kill him?
Because that's people
after they hooked up.
Yeah,
people are crazy.
It's so many instances of people who are like a lot of the straight guys. They are getting kind of like hip to like the gay apps, and they're taking advantage of gay guys because gay guys like the more stereotypical trade looking men. So they've been taking advantage of that. This is not the first time it's not the first time this has happened. I remember, hold on, I'm gonna let you finish talk to the shot. I remember before I moved here to Atlanta for one year of Pride, this boy,
I feel like someone dies every Pride.
Not every Pride, but this particular one I remember because it impacted me very harshly. I like very deeply, shall I say. He was tied up and he was killed. It was out in Marietta, actually.
I think I remember that. And they robbed him?
Yeah, they robbed him, killed him. They had tied him, shot him in the head. And his dad didn't.
Why do y'all have to kill people? Like,
people are crazy.
It's one thing to rob somebody. Okay, you robbed me. You can have the money.
And the sad part is his family didn't even know he was gay.
Yeah, I heard about that. Mm-hmm.
His dad, that's how your family found out you were gay, through being murdered. That's crazy.
That is crazy. Like, killing it, like, why kill? Like, if you're gonna rob me, okay, rob me. Let me have my life.
Right. Let
me have my life. Like, why do you have to take, I'm someone's father, son, uncle, friend. Like, you're affecting so many people when you kill somebody. Why do you have to take that life away? Right. That's the first thing. The second thing is, one thing I don't want to do is make it seem like all trade be going out killing people.
That's not true.
Because it's not true. It's not true. But I think it is sad that guys are using this, the way gay guys meet up, they're getting hip to it and using it as a way to take advantage.
They're weaponizing it.
Yeah. And far as me on the apps, like, I'm not going to say... I mean, I think we've all done some risky stuff, I'm not going to sit up here and act like I'm an angel. We've all done some things. Yeah, we all have.
Speak for yourself.
We all have, okay? But, we have to just... I think I can say this because I'm at this point now where I don't really... Because when you first come into a lifestyle and you don't, we still aren't at the day and age where we can just walk up and talk to a gay guy.
Let me pause that because I want to take away that word lifestyle because I hate when people really say that when we come into being who we are.
Okay.
Because it's not a lifestyle. Because it's not something I can keep up.
Is that what lifestyle is?
Lifestyle is something that you can keep up.
Can you keep up?
Baby boy making his mouth go around.
I saw opportunity. I took it.
He did.
But okay. Well, coming to who you are.
Yeah, that way.
Well, when you come into who you are, you discover that dating isn't what it is to straight people.
Absolutely.
And
straight people have apps too. It's called Tinder.
Right.
And other apps.
Right. And also, you also discover that, especially maybe this guy has been on Jack or whatever app he's been on before and has had success. Maybe, I don't know his situation, but maybe he was used to going on these apps and getting what he got. You know what I'm saying? So in some cases, it's like the apps work in some cases, you know?
So to go back to what you were trying to say earlier, is that a lot of times when gay people do come into who they are, when it comes down to our dating field, we do have to date via the internet, via apps, via whatever social site or whatever.
Right.
Because a lot of people don't live in Atlanta or like major cities where
This was Dallas, right?
This was actually Houston, Texas. Which is kind of weird too. That's kind of a place where openly gay people are, but where most times there are openly gay people. So I understand. So people do date off the apps.
Right.
Clearly, we date off the apps. So now you did say something very in the beginning of the podcast. There should be some kind of rules in place on how you date people.
Right.
Now, when I first got into dating, and especially dating off the internet. Especially when I lived back home, and I kind of sometimes do it now to this day of how I date guys still. When I first started dating guys, and especially again, like I said, off the internet from via Adam, BGC Live, that's how old I am. Tells them again a particular age. Those times, even now from Jack and Grindr or whatever, or Tinder and all these other things that people be on. First meeting a guy, I would meet them outside. I would never meet them in my house, especially if it was warm outside. We meet outside. We meet at a location. I always say the safest thing is from when you first meeting a guy. I will give this advice to any of my friends and anybody who's out there dating, especially if you're dating someone off the internet. If you meet somebody else, Jack or whatever, if you first dating them, because most time people meet off Jack or Grindr or whatever, they trying to hook up. So most time you meeting at your house. But if you're meeting outside just to actually pursue someone in dating, meet them outside. Meet them at like a Starbucks or like at a restaurant or even at the park. So that way
somewhere public.
Definitely meet somewhere public. For the first couple of times that you guys are meeting, meet somewhere public before you bring them back to your house. And then if you start to bring them back to your house, keep them in a space where you feel more comfortable, where you know that you may have the upper hand on someone. I remember being back home in Chicago when I lived back there. I used to keep a knife. I used to keep a butcher knife on the side of my sofa. It would be like in a pillow, and I would purposely sit in that spot every time I would invite somebody over to my house, just in case some shady stuff would happen. Again, I didn't have a gun at the time, so that's what was my line of defense. But even though, thank God, nothing has happened, I did have somebody who tried to force themselves on me before. But outside of that situation, I've never had, any dangerous situations like that where people are luring or trying to kill me. So I'm very cautious about what I do and who I meet. And I know about, chasing the trade. I was a young 20-something who that's who I kind of guys I used to mess with, the trade, the DO men. But, I was DO as well at that particular time. But now who I am now, again, you can't even trust regular people. But you have to be very careful and cautious when meeting people, because you don't know if somebody's a psycho killer.
Especially when the person's not giving you any information. They're not giving you their face pic. They're not giving you.
I don't play that. See, when these people who I was talking about some no face pic and I said, first of all, you must think I'm a fool to let you come to my house. I don't know,
blind date.
I don't know what the fuck you look like. Hell no. Right. We need to exchange numbers. 9 times out of 10, majority of everybody got an iPhone or some kind of video chatting app on your phone.
Like, I don't need to see a dick pic and an ass pic and this pic and that
you
pic.
You get them before anything.
I know, right? I be getting them before I get the face pic.
Right.
I need an identity, okay?
Right. And I don't even trust your face pic with all this catfishing. Let's talk on FaceTime. I need to see what you look like. I don't play that.
So,
because I had plenty of guys be like, I don't show my face, blah blah blah. So I was like, so you think I'm gonna let you show up to my house and I know what the hell you look
that's
like?
All the DL got. Like 9 out of 10 times, no one's that concerned with your privacy. Like, except for you. And I get it, but at the same time, we're in the day and age where it's like,
you're right.
I can care less about exposing you. I'm not trying to figure out who you are so I can expose you. And if you have to be that DL, then you need to not even mess in the gay life. You need to just stay straight. If it's that much of a hazard to you, your family, your reputation, and everything else, then this isn't the life for you. Stop playing.
If you on this app, you gay.
Right. You can be gay.
So who gonna tell?
Right. You're gay regardless, whether you're on the app or not. You're gay if you mess with men. My thing is, if you're so DL that you can't do this, do that, then stop. Then stop. But yeah. But all in all, you know, nobody should be killing nobody for who they like.
We just dealt with a young boy being bullied and committing suicide and dying by suicide because he was gay.
Right.
Now we got somebody who can't deal with their sexuality going around killing people because he can't deal with his sexuality.
Right.
Which is crazy.
Why do you think he can't deal with his sexuality?
Because let me tell you this. You know, in the black community, unfortunately, it's really hard for black men to be gay and not be looked down upon or not be looked as weak or as a punk and all these other slur words and faggots and all this other stuff. And when you, especially when you're a quote unquote the trade looking boys who be on the block with the other trade boys, you can't be gay. You can't be weak. 50 Cent is online right now bullying Young Buck because allegedly he was sleeping with a trans girl. If people are allowed to be who they are, there wouldn't be no shame in that.
Right.
And a lot of times being gay is taboo. It's a shame to be gay.
And my thing is, this day and age in Dallas.
It was in Houston.
Texas, okay. But I don't know, it just seems like...
But you know, it's still, not to say that the white community is all down for it, because there's still white people who deal with that as well. But in our community, especially in the urban neighborhoods, unfortunately, being gay is still looked down upon, and you cannot be gay. You cannot be considered as gay because you're considered weak. You're considered less than a man. Unfortunately. And that's just the truth. You know, and it kind of reminds me, I kind of go back to the Don Lemon conversation that we had a couple of podcasts ago about how he had to date white men and it's assimilated to the white gay culture based on people not being, about black people not being out. And they were only DL. And again, a lot of times they were not in his circle of, you know, society.
I think when it comes to progression, the black gay world is definitely behind the white gay world.
Man, we so behind.
Yeah.
And not just the, you know, not white gay, because a lot, you know, it's very prevalent in Asian culture and Latin culture as well.
Right.
Any person of color, should we say?
Right. Well, we last.
Right.
But yeah.
Because we want to hold on to society and religion. But you know, notice a lot of this stuff come from poor blacks. Poor and disenfranchised blacks is the only one who hold on to religion and these societal views.
Well, most of us poor, so there you go.
Bam.
But yeah, I think I'm good. R.I.P. You know, I just hate to see young people die. I do, especially when they murder. Yeah. Especially when it's over something as trivial as this. Like,
absolutely. So, what I want to say is, people, be careful out here.
Definitely be careful.
Be cautious. I know everybody gets horny, and I know everybody wants to like hook up with people. Be careful. Find you somebody, one person that you can hook up with, you know, and be careful. Don't be out here chasing the trade. Don't be out here chasing the boys who are confused about their sexuality or who like downplaying their sexuality, who are scared of their sexuality, who not even fully know who they are, or they know who they are, they afraid of being who they are. Don't mess with them kind of dudes. I'm somebody right now probably messing with the trade. Don't mess with them kind of dudes because them guys are trouble. They are nothing but trouble. This ain't Noah's Ark.
So is it like good trade and bad trade?
Yeah.
Okay.
But this ain't Noah's Ark. Like I was saying, you ain't gonna turn Wade to be gay. It ain't happening. You know what I'm saying? That was a fairy tale.
Right.
That was a fictional television show and fictional characters.
Never
it don't
got
work
a chance
like
to watch Noah's Ark.
Some people think they gonna turn the trade straight, or I mean not turn the trade straight. Turn the trade gay, or lure them over to their side. People are going to be comfortable with who they are in their time. And with that being said, some people are never going to be comfortable with who they are. Because a lot of times people are going to suppress who they are for years.
He will never
Ever love you. The trade ain't going to never ever love you. If you don't know about love him by now, the trade ain't never going to love you.
But it's a sad situation. I definitely want to, make sure I leave on that. Make sure I let people know that definitely RIP. I hate to see people die. I hate to see people die over small shit. People die, period. Someone lost their life, a son, an uncle. I don't like a person.
He's somebody's child, period.
Somebody's child, somebody's friend, somebody's
brother.
Like
somebody's good sister.
Over some dumb shit. And it might also, May is mental health month. It might be also a mental health issue too. Like, now is the time to get y'all crazy ass family members the help that they need. I'm just saying, if they going around killing people, let's be real.
Something there,
right?
That's another thing. Black people need to deal with their mental health issues.
But all in all, be blessed, stay safe, and be cautious.
Be careful, y'all.
Bye.
Subscribe.
Make sure y'all subscribe to the Will and Deshaun Show. We are Will and Deshaun on Instagram and YouTube. It's Best of Black on Instagram, Best of Black 1. Deshaun Duran.
It's just Best of Black on Instagram and Best of Black Life on Instagram. He had it wrong, y'all.
Can't keep up. Deshaun Duran on Live Me. Shout out to my Live Me people, and follow me.
Subscribe and hit the notification button so y'all know when we posting our podcast, y'all.
All type of greens. Bye.
Bye, y'all.